Hello. So today I want to talk about the bonds again. In the morning, it was going down the German, and of course, all the bonds were uh, following them through. And I took one scalp in the morning around 8 o'clock, and that was only for like 4 ticks, and then it was just a in a tight range from around 10:30 to almost um, uh, 2:30, and then it began to rally to the upside quite rapidly. Actually, from the evens down here, and all the way up to 80, 85 here, and I was not at all participating. Unfortunately, I was watching the whole show, but it was just it was in, uh, in, on very light volume, and it looked like there was maybe some stops taken out on the way, something like that. So it was a rather hard day for me to read. But anyway, after the U.S. Open, it soared up too, and well, price began to retrace a bit, and I was thinking whether I should belong this guy too. But when I look at how to say the daily chart in which I don't trade off at all. I look at them direction, and my bias is still heavily to the short side, even though all the indices got hammered today. So I was still not looking for any longs, and I feel like, or as I see it, I don't see the order flow is directed to the upside at the moment in the bonds and or two in the German Bund, all the bubbles, etc. It's just too slow, and of course it's summertime too. There is not really much going on, but still there are and plenty of money to be made if you are catching the right moves. So let me just start the video out here. It's a rather long one, and I will just scroll through it a bit. I actually went short here a couple of seconds ago. I was seeing a lot of buying and a big seller holding it down. It was just refreshing here, and we got some nice back printing here. And I was just thinking, okay, this guy ain't gonna move. Yeah, when it becomes particularly interesting is around a couple of minutes into the video. I think so. Just forward a bit. See, we begin to have some size to the downside. Basically, what my target was here, it was I was still to the short side, and I was thinking, okay, we are not gonna blow out this day's bottom here as we have been pushing up, I think. But basically, my target was around these 15 here, which is a thin volume area, and I was looking for them to get taken out down here, and that was really what I was aiming for. Two in the 30 over here, I was looking at those 19s, which was pretty thin down here, at least 21s. And in the 5 year, down here in the middle, those 135s here would be a nice target here. A lot of stops is sitting down here, or people willing to buy it. But anyway, let's scroll forward a bit. We see we begin to get some buying going on. Some limit orders are getting filled here to the short side. There's not really that much happening. So yeah, that becomes a bit interesting. All the bidders begin to pull their bids over here in the 5 year too. It's a bit slower here in the 3rd year, and that was a not really exactly what I like to see now. But now we begin to see some buying going on, and you see there's an offer sitting here. They don't show the size, they don't show the hand. They just absorbs all the buying that's going on, and we see this stacking, yeah, pushing higher here all the time, where they begin to add contracts to the 0.45 level. Actually, my entry, of course, it would have been nicer to get filled at the 55s up here, would be the bottom of this little range of 2 ticks. But basically, I wasn't expecting it to pop back when I enter it. In hindsight, it's a big and heavy volume area we have here, so I was just thinking, okay, at least we're gonna tag the 0.45s, and if which is here, and if we can outrun them, there should be no problem at all going down here if there would be momentum behind the moves. But yeah, honestly, there wasn't, and I actually exit very late. I think we get down to the 25s or the 30s here. The reason I don't exit down here is because I don't really see anyone liquidating a huge position in one size, and I know that's not how they are playing it all the time. But it's a nice leading factor if in order to easily spot when to get out or when to get in. But basically, that was pretty hard to spot today, so only managed to get a couple of ticks here. Yeah, you could see in a look at the bid or the prints into those 45s here, and it's just been holding down. And also, when we get down to 35s, I would like to see it snap a bit fast. It was just, yeah, pretty slow. And well, in hindsight, I should have read it better. And that's the part about trading. You need to, yeah, adapt every day in terms of the markets, and feel it's a sometimes better days than others. But if you can manage to get a couple of ticks every day, and yeah, keep you over say over the surface of the ocean, that's a good sign that you're doing it right. So CDR for stacking up heavily here. They are not interesting to lift this up to these halves up here. In a moment, I think I move my stop down to break even. I think because if my reason behind this was, okay, if we're going to go the other way, we would definitely get to the 65s here, and if we're going there, there's not really much volume here holding the market down. But basically, this is how to say, this is the past. This is actually what forms the chart when you look at it. All the orders flowing in and out, and these profile areas here are small tops and small bottoms. But basically, now I'm down to break even here. And I was just watching it, and I was, yeah, thinking, why won't someone just attack this level with like 5,000 contracts so we can move it down? But that's always the funny question, right? Or the very annoying question. But anyway, let's see. I actually get. I'm not sure. They begin to take up again into the 45 level, but no one's really interested up here in buying the thing. So I was actually thinking whether I should just exit this trade because it's really not working out as anticipated. But again, I saw it more like a kind of a swing trade. Um, in some way, it's a bit different. Sometimes I scalp out pretty fast, and usually that's during the morning, so I can earn ticks to provide more liquidity later in the day. And if you get a like a 10 to 10 15 tick runner, that's that can really make your day, even with uh, just once in a while. And of course, that's what we all hope for. So basically, I'm still confident here. We see the offer stacking up again, the bids pulling, nice trend down to the 40s. As I see it, we are still aiming for at least this area down here. Yet it was a slow day, so not was it's still playing out. Someone's playing. I'm just not in the game anymore. It's too light volume, and yeah, as I see now, the CN here is like trading a third of the volume as a couple of hours ago, so it's really not worth it. It could easily chop around, spike up heavily, not heavily, a couple of ticks every time. It's not the DAX we're talking about, but anyway, it's not worth the risk in my opinion. So still ticking down. I was watching the 30 over here. It's in the middle of this range, and I was still aiming for for these numbers down here. 22 would be nice. 19. Okay, that was a bit optimistic maybe if I was talking about that. But anyway, still aiming to get it down. Let's scroll forward a bit. Still going offer. It's not on much contracts. As you can see, we have liquidity of like 3,000 at each level, and it's bringing down, yeah, 1,300, 1,500 over here. There's 300 around at each level, and it's more visible over here in some way. At least today, they print like 200, and we are a level of 500 contracts, 400, sorry. And over here too, in the 10-year, they print like 1,000, 1,500. It's just slow. I don't know if yeah, they're moving around, playing hitching in different markets too. That could also be the reason here. I'm not sure. but but if this was a what I was actually expecting now was someone to begin to dig in heavily to those 25s here, and in hindsight, or no, as I see it at the moment, we are still aiming to get down. This gets digged in two here, also the 10-year, 1,400 up here, only 11 beginning here now. But still, I'm confident. Just for a bit there. So in a moment, I think they begin to, yeah. You see there was someone. I guess I'm not sure, but I think someone was liquidating the position around there. But still, you see, if you add up these contracts traded down here, 1,500, 1,600, let's say 3,000, 6,000 in a row, and all the others 7,000. And I was thinking, okay, 1,700 is not that's not pretty big, a big number compared to like 8,000 contracts, but still, some were liquidating, and maybe they were hoping for some momentum too that just wasn't available today. And this is just a, how to say, ordinary spoofing. The reason I don't exit at the moment is that they pull their offers, and is a, how to say, it is a game. It is a game where we try to, how to say, outrun each other, right? And they make this market look strong at the moment, to the upside. And with in a blink of an eye, they can, how to say, lift the market and then smack it down again. And it's you just have to, how to say, sit behind the screen and watch this play out for some weeks to yeah to get it synced in. And when I look at it now, 3,000 print, I was a bit more worried. Also here, the third year begins to pick up on some size, and the 10-year too, not really much. Um, and the funny thing is, I can't remember what I was thinking here. But still, there's a lot of size ticking down, only around 800 to the upside. Still, first got hit again, 1100, just traded there. I was thinking, okay, we're going to try to attack this area down here. Of course, this area down here. Look how many contracts have traded today, and of course, this was during the year session, but still, um, someone was getting filled in order to lift the market later in the day. Now it's going over again. Of course, it wasn't. But still, I want to see some size here now. They do. I would like to see like 4,000 contracts or something like that. At least they attack this level with 2,000. The next again with 2,000, and it just it ain't happening. And you can see when it ticks back up, someone is liquidating their position. It's like 1,500 a time or something like that. They're just working their orders. 500 now, working it to get out. 300 again. 30 years to left, 50, 400 and 10-year, 600, 800. Okay, if I wasn't thinking it before, I would definitely do it now. I don't know why I haven't moved my stop down yet. I think I will do, hopefully, when I look at this. Of course, it's good to look at these videos after a day so you can see whether you did the right thing or the wrong thing, or it doesn't mean if you get stopped out, you did the wrong thing. You can have you can read your market, and it maybe it won't act like you're supposed to. But that's the way nature is. It moves upon most orders, and the guys with the biggest size moves it, and that's the way it is. So you have to anticipate all the time what they are going to do and try to catch the move. And that's the nice thing about the bonds here. It's not easy at all, but compared to the DAX, where you literally need a stop of course, it depends on the volatility, but I would say around 15 to 30 points. I don't know at the moment. I haven't been watching it today, but still, it at least I think if you just an average of 20 points, that's your stop in the DAX, and I'm much more confident when taking trades in these markets. So still it's slow, and I was still a bit biased by the summer period here and that stuff, but still someone needs to play and someone likes to play. So I was expecting volume, and I don't know what the time is here, but I think it was like an hour after market open or something like that. Let's see what happens now. Yeah. Okay, I was moving my stuff down here. It was not because I didn't want to get out of 35. If I see like someone digging in, it well sometimes I can get out quite easily, even though someone is beginning to dig into the level. But I was not really seeing that much size, and when you see when they come up here, the bids pull away all the time. So I was thinking they're just spoofing the market up here so they can sell it again. They try to push it up, and when they come up here, I would I was waiting for some size to come in, some refreshing, how to say, an iceberg sitting here and wanting to absorb all the buying that was coming in, and I was expecting it to get hammered, but that's the way it is. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. And for whatever reason, the Wall Street guys maybe are on vacation or drinking cocktails or something like that. I don't know. It would be nice to know it. So if any of you guys know someone out there, shoot them my email so I can get in contact with them to, yeah, see what they're doing. Okay. Anyway, um, still waiting for some size to come in. Now it looks a bit weird here. They are pulling the bids over here, and the size is just it just left up here. So basically, if someone hit the market with like a thousand orders right now, the price would have to go up to 35 and begin to trade into that level, as we only saw, yeah, 700-800 here, not 500, right? And I will see some liquidation too. And I was actually looking at this if I could see some refreshing size here. And I was actually thinking that it was refreshing. So you see, it stacks up a bit, and nice trade there, and they add to the offer here. But still, this wasn't really following the same road that they pulled her off here, and so I was, yeah, not sure. I was just waiting to see play out in some way, just leaving my brain on the table, to be honest. I should definitely have got my exit tick down here at 35. I shouldn't be tolerating, how to say, a back ticking again here. It was just waiting too much. But anyway, forwarding a bit here again. Just checking whether there's some news. See, 1,000 trade there again at 30. They begin to bid it here at 32s. Now you see they really begin to stack up the bidding, and the offers pulling away. So yeah, again, just watching it play out because they have spoofed it so many times up in order to take it down again. And but this time they lifted it up to over these levels here. Yeah, there got out. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.